All right, so we are recording and we are doing a quick training on 8 things not to do on Facebook. There's a lot of things you can do on Facebook, but there's a lot of things that you shouldn't be doing. And being a social media manager, running social media for different companies, there's a lot of things that we see out there. There's a lot of things that people do that think, oh my gosh, this is working, and it's not. It's not working, all right? So the first thing I'm gonna share is do not tag for attention. You understand that? You know those people that when they post a picture or post something about what they're doing or their product or whatever, they tag everybody. They tag like 50 to 100 people. And they're hoping that by tagging those people that their topic or whatever they're talking about is going to post on those other people's walls. Well, it doesn't. I'm sorry to say that. It does not work that way. All right. Second of all, it really pisses off a lot of people. I mean, how many of you guys, raise your hands, if you like to get tagged by a whole bunch of people and it doesn't have to and it doesn't relate to you? Don't you guys hate that? I mean, look at all the heads going up and down like this. I mean, I hate that. Like somebody tagged me on some running shoe thing. Well, dude, this is not a runner, so do not tag me on that stuff. Like, only tag people and only do it if it serves those people. Okay, like I tagged 3 people yesterday on a video image that had a quote on it, and I said, how many people, who are relating to this, and if you know somebody, tag them or let them share this with them. And those people, of the 3, 2 of them actually shared it with other people and tagged other people. But I didn't bombard like 100 people saying, oh my gosh, you got to check out this amazing quote and you got to see what's going on. I just posted it and I shared it. So don't be that person that just tags for attention. Nobody likes that. I mean, kids want attention. Everybody wants attention, but don't be that person because nobody likes it. Everybody gets irritated by it. And so when you do it, just tag. If you're going to tag, all right? And remember, this is your Facebook. You can do whatever you want, all right? I'm just giving you some tips that I've seen out there that people are doing the wrong way and it's not working, all right? So if you're going to tag, just tag the people that are in the photo so they can see themselves in the photo, or tag that 1 or 2 people that topic or that photo relates to, not the 20 other friends that don't know anything about it. Does that make sense? All right. The second thing, all right, this is something I see a lot of, and I know a lot of you guys are not like this, but do not be the Facebook stalker. All right? Now you're like, what the heck is he talking about? Do not be the person that posts and posts and posts, but never gives back. There are a lot of people out there that just, they're constantly posting, but they never like your comments, or they never reply back to your comments. These are people that just post something up and then they walk away and then they forget about it till the next day and then they never reply. And there's like 20 different people making comments. If you ever see a post I do, or when I was posting inside of Club 8, whenever somebody posted something, I would do my best to always reply, always say thank you, or just even compliment. I have an artist friend, no joke, that has over 1 million followers, and he does his own social media, and he takes time every day to go in there when he makes a post to comment. Now, he doesn't sit there and write a whole 2 or 3 paragraphs. He'll just say awesome or amazing, and he'll do 1 or 2 words, but at least he's replying back. And I always learned in sales or in communication, he who has the last words usually wins. So if it's not a battle, all right? Remember, we're not warring up on these people, but You always want to do your best at commenting when people comment on your photos. You can go to their page and comment on their stuff and tag, and like it. Do some emojis. But don't overkill on emojis, because that's one of the things that people do, and we're going to get into that one. All right. So be the giver. All right. Be the person that goes and likes somebody's photo and make a comment on that photo, or when somebody says something, you give them a happy face or a thumbs up or give them a heart, and let them know that you loved what they said. All right. Now, the third thing here, and I wish Keith was here, but he had to take care of a dishwasher that kind of blew up on him. So the third thing not to do in Facebook is to just ramble on or make posts about politics or religion. And now I'm not saying don't post about it. I'm saying, like Keith. We all know Keith is a religious guy, right? Can we agree on that? Yeah, if you do, raise your hand so everybody can see that. We all know Keith is religious, all right? So if Keith is known for that, that is okay, all right? But we know Keith's not about politics. So if he's just going on about, the president or the governor and things like that, he's basically what is known as Facebook FUPA. It's basically he's making a fool of himself out there. Now, it's not bad to talk about or make points about stuff, but if you're constantly posting about politics or religion or things like that, but that's not who you really are, then don't do it. Don't jump in the bandwagon. Don't jump into what everybody else is doing. Stay with what you're doing. Your Facebook profile is really who you are. All right. Now, like, I have a celebrity friend, Adam Baldwin, who is a hardcore Republican, a gun-toting guy. And if you go onto his Facebook profile, that guy, all he does is talk about politics and how to NRA and things like that. But that's how he's always been. So for him to just all of a sudden change, that's not who he is. So make sure, if you're going to do it, use your etiquette, think it out before you post it, because remember, you're not on Facebook to start battles. You're not on Facebook to just get your opinion across and then not, if you're going to talk about it, you're going to have to defend it. Does that make sense? Okay. So like me, you don't see hardly anything religious, hardly anything political on my Facebook profile. Why? Because there's certain things that I just avoid, and because it gets in too many hot topics, and then too many people will start just throwing trash on your Facebook profile, and you just don't want that. All right. So I avoid those things. All right. And again, like I said, this is your Facebook profile. You can do whatever you want. That's up to you. All right. So here's number 4. And I had just mentioned it earlier. All right. Number 4 is don't over emoji. All right. Actually, using emojis can actually increase your visitations or views by 33%. All right, using an emoji at the end of your, say you wrote a story about today and how amazing, you helped somebody and it changed their world and they smiled and stuff, and you put those emojis in there, 2 or 3. But if you're putting emojis in your when you're typing up stuff and it looks like a first or second grader did it, that's not good. That actually decrease your views. All right, you use the emoji symbols wisely, as we'd say it. Use it to show emotion and things like that, but don't do like 100 happy faces. It's not going to help you. It actually devalues your post. It devalues how many people see it. All right, so you want to use them to increase, but use them sparingly. All right, let's see. Yeah, so it didn't increase that. All right. Now, if you guys are understanding this and I'm making sense, give me 2 thumbs up. Raise the hand. There you go. I like that. All right. Because I see everybody. I just want to make sure you're getting this because there's a lot of people here that I told this to that are still doing it. All right. And I want you guys to make sure that you listen to what I hear. You're writing down the notes so that you're not doing that, because we're coming into the holiday time and there's a lot of posts that go out during the holiday time that can actually give you more views or less views depending on what you do. All right. And obviously, we're in a business that's a hot topic. It's watched by the FTC and the FDA, so you really have to watch what you post. Does that make sense? All right. Now, how many of you here, by a raise of hands, post on your Facebook profile daily? Awesome. All right. I see a lot of hands. Now, how many of you here post more than 3 times a day on your Facebook profile? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. No. Okay. All right. Got it. Good. All right. Stop doing that. The reason I say that is you want to post often to your Facebook profile. However, the minimum you should do is 1 post a day. The most is 3. All right. And the reason I'm saying 3 should be your max is because if you're posting multiple times, and I've seen this, and there's a gentleman that was in Texas, and he still does this. He posts 6, 7 times a day. All right. Now, here's the thing. If you're posting 6, 7 times a day, that means you're posting like every hour. All right. And by posting every hour, you're taking the 1 post that you just sent, and now you just sent another post an hour later. It pushes that first post down so less people see it, because now your newer content's coming out, and you haven't even given the algorithms, haven't even given that time for that post to saturate, to get seen by a lot of people. And believe it or not, your posts get put into specific people's news feeds. All right. And they sit there until people open it up and see it. But if you're posting and then an hour later you're posting another one, you've not only pushed this one down, you haven't even let anybody see it. So my suggestion, again, this is your Facebook profile, your business, is a max of 3 posts a day, spread them out, but a minimum of 1. All right. And the reason I say a minimum of 1 is Facebook looks at who is active. Facebook looks at algorithms. They got all these algorithms that nobody can figure out except Facebook. However, if you post once a day, that keeps you in the spotlight. It keeps you engaged and allows Facebook to know that, hey, they're doing something in Facebook. Because if you're not doing anything in Facebook except scrolling through the news feeds and looking and liking and emojiing and doing all that stuff, those do not help you. All right. And our whole thing about Facebook is to get more exposure, to get more people looking at our profile posts so that we can get our message across, so that we can help create that ripple effect and share with more people. Does that make sense? All right. So make sure that you post at least once a day and make it good content. Just don't say, oh, I had an egg for breakfast and that's it. Like, if you're going to post something, trust me, I've seen all kinds of crazy stuff. But if you're going to post stuff out there, at least post something of value. All right. It's kind of like if you were hanging out with 10 of your best friends, your mom always says, if you can't say something nice, don't say something at all. All right. So if you're hanging out with your 10 friends, you're sitting there, you're not going to be like, well, hey guys, I just ate 3 eggs and had a piece of bacon today. They'd be like, what the heck is he talking about? But if you share a quote, oh, you know what, I was reading this really good book, it's by Debbie Allen, and it's about being a shameless self-promoter. In the first chapter, this is what I got, dick, 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 and you give them the points. Now you've added value. People are like, oh, that's cool. But if you're just rambling to just ramble, it's not going to help you, and people will stop following you. Okay, so we got, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 3 more to go. All right. Here's something I see a lot of, and I'm just giving you a heads up on, is posting a link. Do not, and I'm going to tell you this, I'll repeat this, do not post a link in your post. All right. I know a lot of us are in network marketing, and a lot of us are in business and things like that. If you're going to post something, post a subject, post a photo, post whatever you're going to put in there, but do not put a link in there. Why? Because Facebook does not like when you post something and it sends somebody to somewhere else. All right. Facebook wants you to stay on Facebook. They want you to stay right there. So when you post a link, they actually devalue it and less people see it. Now, how do you get around that? Well, you post your subject, you post your story, you post your photo, and then you let them know that the link will be in the comments below. All right, you post it in the comments. You're the first one to post in the comments, and you can post your link there because they cannot remove that. Does that make sense? Because you do not want Facebook, and it's going to get to the point where Facebook will start removing photos, topics, and posts that have links in them, especially from network marketing companies. All right, but they cannot remove it if it's in the comments. All right, so when you're talking about your network marketing company, you're talking about your business, you're talking about whatever, talk about it, share, give value, and then let people click on the comments below where your link will be. All right, because if you take them off of Facebook, one, Facebook's going to ding you for that and give you less people that are going to view that. Second of all, people will click on that and they're going to, there's just way too many ways for people to highlight, Google stuff, search stuff, do things and stuff like that. Where if your link is in the comment below, they got to click on it. All right. If you're talking about, okay, I got coffee here. I got my cafe. I'm drinking cafe coffee. I got some hemp coffee. I'm going to take a photo like this and say, guess what coffee I got in here today? Oh, by the way, if you want to find out, my link is down in the comments below. All right. Now they don't know, but when they click on my link, it'll take them to my Club 8 affiliate page where the cafe is and things like that. But now Facebook can't remove that post. People can't Google what I'm talking about because there is no link in the photo. They've got to go in the comments and stuff like that. Is this helping you? Do you understand this? Because this is like the number one critical thing that everybody does. All right. And I used to be the worst at it because I did a lot of affiliate marketing and things like that. And I was always posting in the subject and instead of the comments. I just don't want, I want you guys to excel at this. I want you guys to get more people viewing your stuff and doing it the right way. All right. So make sure, post the link in the comments, not in what you post in the subject. All right. Here's another one. How many of you have seen or know somebody that doesn't have a great profile photo or banner on their Facebook profile? Like when you go to it, you're looking at the profile photo and it's like a kitten going like this. And then over here, there's some kind of a kid swinging and you're like, who am I looking at? And then what do you have to do? You got to search through their photos and you're like, bad. That is bad. if you're in business, you need to act like you're in business, which means your profile picture. If you go to my Facebook profile right now, I know Lisa's laughing because she's seen people do this. Oh, she's laughing at something else. Jackie's one of them. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, see, I see pointing fingers and stuff like that. So, you're in business, guys. You're here to share information. If you make a comment on my post, I want to be able to see your photo. All right, Michelle, I want to see your smiling face. Joni, I want to see your beautiful eyes and your glasses and your new hairdo and stuff like that. I want to see that. That's who made the comment. I don't want to go, who is this? Like, Jennifer. Who's Jennifer? How do I know Jennifer? I don't want to. Oh yeah, she's the troublemaker. But no, if she's got her kids on, and that's another thing. Kids, oh my gosh. We'll go into that one. That's another no-no. Do not put your kids on your profile. All right? That's like, all right? So your profile, your Facebook profile is like your driver's license. All right? You want people to know it's you talking to them. What is your message? Do you come across as a professional networker? Are you a professional business person? Or do you have a wine glass sitting there in front of your face and things like that? There's a lot of people that do it wrong. And I was actually going to just go through Facebook real quick and just show you some of the crazy stuff that people do. Actually, we might do this. We might go look because I just want to show you. All right, maybe we'll go look at Quinn's. All right, but do not. All right, so your Facebook profile is basically it's your first impression. All right, like I was talking with the gentleman on Sunday, and he was talking to me about his illness, and I got super excited. So I was telling him about our company, and what was the first thing he did? He went on his phone, looked up my name. He goes, "Oh, is this you?" And clicked on it and added me as a friend. Why? Because one, he could identify me with the photo on my profile. He could easily find me. And now we're connected, and now he's on the team, and now he's super excited. And this guy literally has 150,000 followers on his podcast. And he talks about our company, our products. So bonus, all right? This is what you want. Because you want people to easily find you, especially if you're doing business. Now, if you're hiding from somebody, yeah, throw up the cat photo and things like that. But we're all in it to win it, all right? Right, Quinn? We're in it to win it. Yeah. All right. So now we've gone through 7 tips, all right? The last one. The last one is awesome. It is do not go into a mass friend request spree. All right. Now, how many of you have gone on Facebook and added like 30, 40, 50 friends in a day? Some people are shaking no. Some people saying yes. All right. Here's the thing. Do not go on a spree because I'm going to tell you right now, Facebook will look at it and one, they can ban you for a time period of requesting too many friends. All right. Holly's shaking her head yes, because she probably got locked out for like 24 hours, 48 hours, and things like that. It's just like making a post and then copying that post and putting it on somebody else's page and somebody else's page and somebody else's page and doing that. Facebook has all these algorithms. They know that you're copying and pasting. They will literally lock you up. I have literally been in Facebook jail for 3 weeks. Yeah, this guy. And that is how I got into social media, because I started researching. I started doing my due diligence to find out what not to do. And lo and behold, I was the one that got sent to Facebook jail for 3 weeks. Now, can you imagine not being able to post or do anything on Facebook for 3 weeks? Yeah, you guys are having a hard enough time thinking about not being able to get on tomorrow morning. All right. Yes, we did. All right, cool. So do not do that. Now, here's the thing. If you have 5,000 friends, cool. But what I would do is I would start eliminating the deadbeats, the people who do not add value, do not comment on your posts, okay? Because they're not helping your algorithms. Everything about Facebook is algorithms. Kristen, she's shaking her head yes. All right. I would rather have 3,000 friends that are engaged than having 5,000 friends that do nothing. All right. And actually, I would rather have 300 friends that are engaged all the time, that always comment, always like, always share, always help in my posting, because my algorithms would go through the roof. All right. Also, when people send you friends requests, doesn't mean you have to accept it. All right. And a lot of people get mad at me because I don't accept their friend request. Well, hello. I don't know you. You're just seeing a friend of mine that I am a friend with, and you're like, oh, well, you're friends with Kevin, so I want to be your friend. And oh, look, you've been hanging out with this celebrity and stuff. Okay, I don't know you. All right. There was one gal in particular in Texas that got mad at me because I did not didn't add her friend request to my Facebook profile. I never met her. I knew who she was, but I never met her. So come up with your game plan, all right? For me, if I don't meet you in person or know you from an event that I've attended, then I'm not going to add you. And don't hold it against me, but there are some people here that have friend requested me, and I haven't added them, all right? Don't take that wrong, but I know that I need to meet you. Now, here's the thing. With the new changes in Facebook, if you're going to add somebody in a friend request, go in and message them. Use Messenger and go in, and you can now do a video and go in there and say, hey, hey Kent, I'm sending you a friend request because you're a friend of Kevin's, and we actually were talking about you, and he said it would be a good thing that we connect up. Because one, you're a mixed martial artist. Two, you've got a military background, and three, I have a daughter who's 6 years old. And now, when I get that, I'll be like, okay, this guy's okay. I'm going to add them as a friend. All right, but don't expect just because you're adding people as friends that they have to accept it. It's called Facebook friend request. All right, you shouldn't just be accepting everybody. I only accept Facebook friends that have a positive vibe profile. Yep. It has to begin with the messenger. See, and that's the thing is now you can actually message the people. All right. Facebook changed that. It used to, you couldn't unless you were friends. But now you can actually message them and let them know and things like that. So with that, the other thing is I'm going to give you a little bonus. All right. We already did the 8. All right. The bonus is do not spam people. All right. I know spam, yes, which means going into your Facebook Messenger and saying, all right, and here I'm going to say this because I know each one of us has either got one or done this, where you're so excited about your company. You write this long paragraph. Oh my gosh, I just joined this company and it's got these amazing products and it's changing the world and it's doing this. And oh my gosh, if you haven't joined, you need to join now. And it's life changing. Da, da, da. Oh, by the way, you can get in now for free. Click on this link. And you copy all that, and then you send it to Joni, and then you send it to April, and then you copy and paste and you send it to Cora, and then you send it to Lisa, and then you send it to Jackie. Well, first of all, that's spamming, and none of us like that. I know I've gotten several of those emails, like all out of the blue. I get that message that says, hey, we don't know each other, but I got da-da-da-da. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's called Facebook spam. Hey, first thing I do is delete. All right. But second of all, by copying and pasting that message over and over, you'll go to Facebook jail for 24 hours. and you can't message, you can't post, you can't do anything. Does that make sense? All right. So let's see. I'm going to give you a tip on how to increase your Facebook views. Go live. If you have not gone live, go live. All right. And the reason I say this is because live is the newest feature on Facebook. If you use the newest feature that Facebook puts out there, your engagement level, your algorithms will skyrocket more. And right now, live is the hottest thing out there. So if you're not going live, you need to. Now, here's the thing. Your first Facebook Live, yes, Lisa, I'm talking to you. Your first Facebook Live should at least be 3 to 5 minutes. And the thing is Facebook's going to go, oh my gosh, they've never gone live. So what do? They open up those algorithms and allow more people to see you than somebody that's been doing it for a long time. All right. So on your first one, you're going to get amazing results. I know when I did this with Christy Jensen, she got like over 1,500 views on her first post. All right, and now she's doing it every day, and she's getting all kinds of people viewing her. Now, here's the thing: Facebook also has a map that's out there. You can look at it, and you can see everybody that's live right now. Did you know that? You can actually look on a Facebook map, and it says this person's live, and you can click on it and watch their video feed. Well, guess what? There's a lot of people out there that just click on stuff to see what's going on, and they can land on your Facebook Live and then make comments and things like that. Let's see. Yes, Jennifer. It was crazy when I went live how much engagement. Yep, you got tons of engagement. All right, so yeah, I'm pretty much giving you 8 tips plus one bonus one, not to spam, plus what to do. So if you can unmute your lines now. I want to know, here's something where you guys can contribute. I don't know everything, but I want to know, what are you doing that is working? Or what is one thing that you see out there that a lot of people are doing that is not working? So if you want to, just let me know. Any hip shooters out there? David.
Me.
Yeah.
Oh.
My question is more driven towards what you were talking about, like number 5. It says only post once a day, no more than 3 times. So like in my business, in my auctioneering business, the way I get a lot of leads is sometimes I'm cruising through Facebook, garage. Believe it or not, people in business are actually using Facebook to sell their businesses.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to find them before they I'm stalking those Facebook posts and stuff.
That's fine.
And I understand the post, but I had a question for you.
It's more your personal post.
Yeah.
Where you're going out and you're looking at comments or people that are auctioning stuff off, and you're making comments on their post. That's
Right.
fine. You can make comments as much as you want. It's your personal profile that you don't want to over.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to get to, because like I'm a member of several groups, and so I've been doing the Thankful for 30 days, and man, I got one more to do. And I've been doing poetry, because that's sort of been a passion of mine. But
Go with your passion, because people are going to see the real you and what you're excited about.
Sure. Well, I guess my question is when I post them in those different groups, it's the same thing. Is that counting against my algorithm, or is it just on my main page?
It's on your main page that I'm talking about.
Cool.
Because you're just making comments out there, and making comments only helps because you're adding value to people. You're you're making information, letting them know what you do, and you're adding value. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
And it keeps you from being the Facebook stalker.
Right. Well, and I wanted to address the when people make comments, always, and I'll give Christine Jenner, she's like the rock queen of doing that. She makes sure she always tries to say something back to you, and it doesn't have to be very much. And I'm trying to do the same thing, you know. So if you visit our post, you know, make a comment. Don't just like it, you know, say something, you know, so it helps us all out.
Yep,
And I'm gonna
exactly.
start doing that as well. That's all I have. Thank you.
No, thank you. I appreciate that. I think Jennifer had a question or wanted to comment on something.
I did. Sorry. I completely forgot now, which does not help anything. I think it was just about Facebook Lives and engagement. And if you're scared to do Facebook Lives, don't be. Before I started doing them, I had hardly any engagement on any of my posts. And then whenever I started doing Facebook Lives, it more than doubled. People talking to me, reaching out to me, messaging me. You know, it gives people to really see who you are through that. And they can read a post all day long, but they won't see your excitement, your words, the way you come across and things. So it's really important for people to be able to relate to you that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll have more, I guess, pull or whatever for people who will like you, you know. So
Exactly. I'm actually going to pull up. Let me see. I'm actually going to share my screen. Let's see if that will. All right. So as you can see, I've got a lot of friend requests right here. All right. I probably have more than most people. See? Let's see here. I'm just going to show you mine. So all these people over here have friend requests. I got like 558 pending. Yep, pending. All right. And some of these people I do know, some of them I don't. But I'm looking through here. Look at this. See, like Jeff Elwell. Right? He's got a banner picture of him and his family there, but like his profile is, you know, that doesn't tell me who Jeff is. I don't even know who he is. I mean, I'm looking to see how all these people have a good profile. Like I know who Charlene is. I should probably go in and accept her, but she's got a nice professional photo on there. You know, she's there with her mom in her banner and stuff. These are helpful things that, you know, people like this. Joyce, like, what is that profile photo? Like, all right, I'm looking. I know I've seen one in here, you know, that has crazy like this. All right, that's not a good photo. I know MJ. Nothing bad about her, but like, can you really tell that's MJ? No. You know, here, look, Anne. I mean, that's not a good. All right, it's called a profile picture. It's not an action picture. It's not a scenery picture. It's a profile picture. All right, look at this. Doug's Bug Extermination. Like, he's doing this as business. That's a no-no. You're not supposed to be promoting your business on your profile. Look at this. Roxanne. All right. Tanya S. Ford is using a graphic. Like these are, oh, look at it. Hey, here's somebody we all know. I'm going to add her right now. Here, while we're on this, I'm going to show you something that I do and you need to too, all right? I just added Jamie. I just saw Lisa's face almost drop to the ground. Her jaw almost dropped because I didn't add Jamie. Here's the thing.
You didn't add me.
Who?
Me.
Oh, hey, Michelle. Are you in there? Because if you are, I'll add you.
You didn't add me yet.
All right, we'll get on it. Well, maybe you guys need to send me a message that says why I should add you. All right, so you saw that I just accepted Jamie's profile. I hit the add friend. But here's the other thing. You need to, when you accept people's friends requests or go back into their profile, you need to add them to lists. Add to another list. You see that right there? Can you guys all see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. You need to add them to a list. Now watch this. When I click on this, look at this. Look at all my lists that I have.
Ah.
Can you see all the lists I have? Now watch. I'm going to go back. When I click on add to list, now I'm going to go, she's in my club 8. All right. She lives in, let's see, Louisiana.
Okay.
Are you understanding why I'm doing this? Because if I put them in a list, now when I make a post, you can specifically target just those people, which
How do
then
you make that
shoots,
up?
and I'll show you in just a second. So,
I didn't
and
know
then
we had-
look, I even have MLM, network marketers, boom. All right, I keep all my network marketers together. All right, now down at the bottom, if you need to create a new list, you can just click on new list. It's at the bottom of that, and that allows you to create a list. This is important, especially if you're promoting your business, you're in a network marketing company or whatever. And I'm keeping this general because this video is going to be helpful for all kinds of people. All right. So when you're promoting, and say you're in two businesses, say you're in here, even better. One of my friends is really big into politics, all right? And she works in this law office and stuff. So she has friends that are Republican and she has friends that are Democrat. And so what happens is, as she finds out who they are, she either puts them in the Republican list or the Democrat list. So that way, when she posts something political about, say, the new president, she can go towards the Republicans. All right. If she has something about Clinton, then she will post it just to the Democrats. Does that make sense? Because she doesn't want the haters hating. She wants the people loving what she posts. Just like if you're going to talk about your business or you're sharing about your business, the other people, if you have two businesses, which some people do, you can't cross recruit. All right, this is what Charles is talking about, creating lists, because you can't recruit. Like if I'm in World Ventures, which is a travel company, I can't talk about Prove It or Club 8 to those people because they're already in a network marketing company. So I need to make sure that when I post something, I click on it where it says do not allow these people to see it. And so you can get really specific on your friend requests creating these lists. All right, hopefully that was some good information right there. I mean, I can literally go into more training with you guys.
I didn't know that was on there.
Yes, that is on there. Here's another thing. Let me show you another trick. All right, and you guys can practice on my profile. Actually, I'm going to do it on Keith's because I can't do it on my own. All right, so Keith and Jamie are right there. Keith and I talk all the time, and Keith has great content like his leadership promises. Well, when I click on follow, I go back to his profile. So you guys can do this with me. You can go to my profile, and then if we're friends, when you click on follow, it automatically sets the default. All right, which means you're just in the normal realm of the news feed. If I click on see first, see that?
Mm-hmm.
That means every time Keith posts something, I do not miss it. All right? That means when he posts something, it's going to be at the top of my news feed. Why? Because he brings valuable information to me. All right? So like if you went to my homepage or my back office, like I follow Jay Shetty. All right, he's a public figure. He's really well known. Like look at this. He got 2 million followers and stuff like that. But when he posts, look, see, I get this. It's first to see. Like if I click on Jay Shetty, I follow. See that right here. See first. I don't have him as default. Otherwise, it just goes into the white ether. All right. So if you want people to follow you, if you want people to see what you have right here, like Ray Higdon or let's see, Rob Deal. These are some guys I follow. All right. Let's see. Yeah. There's a couple other people that on here, so these guys, let me refresh my page and just see if it does it real quick. Oh, Chick-fil-A. You can follow fan pages as well. Like I have Chick-fil-A here because they do amazing things. in the community. I want to know any new stuff. So it always gets put, see like this. I'll just click on this. Again, follow, see first. I want to know what they're doing. Because like Chick-fil-A does a daddy-daughter date night, I always want to know when that happens. I want to be the first to know. So I make sure that it's on my news feed, see first. Does that help? All right. So let's see. So like on your Club 8 or your Prove It or your World Ventures or whatever network marketing company you're in, those would be the fan pages or the groups that you would want to follow and then put on first. Like Goalcast is a really great motivational company and stuff. I love what they do. Again, I click on follow. I have see first. All right. Where everybody else, like I'm going to show you. So anybody else, like my buddy Bry, who's in Florida, if you click on his follow, look, it's in default. So when he posts something, I don't see everything that he posts. All right. So that's just a quick tip. I'll stop sharing. Did that help you guys, or was that too fast?
What about the list?
Awesome.
Hold on one second, April. What was that, Lisa?
I'm sorry. I think my speaker's messed up. Can you hear me?
Yes.
What about the list that you were talking about?
Creating the
Person in that MC, like when you put Jamie in the different list, where did you go to make that?
okay, let me show you one more time.
It was from the friend request spot, right?
Well, you can go into anybody's profile. All right. So let me I'm just going to go into let me see here. Roger Daffison. We all know Roger. All right. When you go into friends and you accept their friend request, right here you get notifications, close friends. You can actually, they've already given you can put them as a close friend, you can put them as an acquaintance.
I don't know if I'm friends with him or not.
Right. Or you can click add to another list. Does that make sense? And then when you click on add to another list, this is where you can create your list. Now see all these lightning bolts?
Mm-hmm.
See all that stuff? That's all the stuff that you put in your profile that tells people who you are, where you, what, all the stuff that you put in there. All right, so look. Let me go back to Rogers just so you can see. He's on my friend. We've added as friends on another list. Look, I have him in my Club 8, but I also can go down and see other things that I might have. Look, MLM, and then let's see, where's he live? He lives in Wisconsin, right?
Wisconsin.
Yeah, see,
I think so.
yeah, look at WI, Wisconsin. That's a list I have. So then that way, if I ever am going to Milwaukee or if I'm going up that area, I can send a post to just those people. Hey, I'm coming into town. Nobody else needs to know I'm coming into Wisconsin, right? It's just like if I go to Texas. All right, Texas is a big state. I don't seclude it just to Dallas or Houston. I have Texas. Like, where is it? Texas, right there. See, like, when I'm coming into Texas, I send a post to all the people in Texas because the people in Colorado, the people in Michigan or Minnesota, they don't need to know I'm in Texas. Just the people in Texas need to know that.
I'm sorry.
Does that help?
Yes.
How do you go about doing that?
Pardon me?
How do you go about doing that if you want to send it just to like your high school friends that are your friends?
Okay, so when you make a post, hey, today, man, I'm going to just do Facebook training today. Hey, today is Facebook training. Oh, join now. Link in comments below. See, you don't post the link in there. So then right here, public. See, most people have their Facebook profile set up to public. All right. Look at this. I can go in here. I can go friends accept. I can set it to only me. So like this, I'm going to send it to friends. Let's see, specific friends. Give me a second as my, is this where it is? Oh, wait. Texas list.
Whatever that was.
See, I pulled up my list. Now everybody that is in Texas will see this. Does that make sense? And then you save the change and see, well, see now this post is going to say all this, and then down below it says this is who's going to see it. Specific friends. Does that make sense?
Okay.
You know, you can actually block people and have a ban. Like there are posts that I put out there. I want everybody to see it except these people.
On it, Boyd. Ronnie?
Yeah. You know, and there's you know, you have to have your reasons why you don't want certain people to see certain things. Maybe they're a friend but they talk negative about network marketing. Maybe they're a friend that hates Comic-Con or things like that. I don't want, remember, Facebook is all about you. You want to talk and engage to the people that love what you're giving or sharing. You don't want to add fire to the add fuel to the people that hate that stuff, because all they're going to do is just go in and start bashing on your post and saying, oh, this doesn't work and stuff like that. Does that make sense? All right. Did that help out, Lisa?
Thank you. I have 2,000 people to go put on a list.
Yeah, and you know what? That is perfect. You should be doing that. You should constantly be removing people. You should be adding people. To target your audience. You know, go in there. Like, I can tell you, you know, the best way to remove and add people. How many of you guys get notifications every day that 7 people today have a birthday?
Yeah.
Everybody a happy birthday.
Okay, so here's the thing. Go in there every day and see whose birthday it is. If you haven't talked to that person in over a year, remove them.
Happy birthday. It makes them happy. You always spread the smile.
Okay. You can say happy birthday and re-engage. Now, if you know the person, no, don't get me wrong. Like, we all have people on our Facebook profile that we don't know. We've never engaged with them. We just added them as a friend. All right. There's a lot of us on here that have that. Lisa, you might know every single 2,000 people in your friend request, and that's cool.
I won't be a person's friend. Like you said before, I won't be your friend unless I've met you.
Hey, Kent.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so like in my instance, because not only am I a Texas auctioneer, but I'm a member of the National Auctioneers Association. So I have people that I might not see them except when I go to a convention or something, but we're friends on Facebook. I could actually go in there and put them in as a group as auctioneers, and then.
Oh yeah, I got lists. Let me see if I can. I got lists that when I go to an event, I create a list from that event. Like, I just went to Digital Footprint, so anybody that, you know, while you're at the event, after the event, everybody's going to request you as a friend. So if I accept those people who I met, I'm going to put them in Digital Footprint list. And then I'm going to go into their profile and do a little homework. Where do they live? Where are they from? Are they from Pennsylvania? Are they a business owner? Now, that one person's going to go, my business owner. Are they an entrepreneur, or are they a network marketer? I have all these different lists that I put people in. And you don't have to put them in just one list. They can be in multiple lists. Like Roger, I have them in Club 8. I have them in network marketing, and I have them in Wisconsin. All right? That puts him in a list, 3 lists to be specific. Because if I'm talking to network marketers, I want Roger to be in there. I want him and everybody else that's a network marketer to see that post. But if there's a post I just want somebody in Club 8 or Approve It or World Ventures, I have those lists. Does that help out? So like I work with a lot of speakers and trainers and coaches. So if I meet somebody that's a speaker, I automatically put them in the speakers list. I automatically put them in the list of the event I met them at. So then that way I know they're a speaker and not a coach. And then I have people that are coaches that I put, all right, here's a coach. I have people that are other social media managers. So I know, hey, if I need help, this is the list I need to go talk to. I don't need to just blast out to everybody. I have a specific list of people that can help me. So then now you're really narrowing it down.
Yeah, so I guess where I was going with that is like it's hard to decrease that list because, like, if I get a sale or I get a lead in Hawaii, for instance, I may only know 2 or 3 auctioneers that live in Hawaii or whatever. So I may not talk to them all the time, but they're a good contact to keep in my downline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, keep them in there, and like Lisa says, wish them a happy birthday. Then they're like, oh yeah, David, what a great guy. Now they're re-engaged versus distant friends. But for some of us, when we first got on Facebook, we just added everybody. Right. And then you're like, who the heck is Sarah Joe? And then you look and you're like, you have nothing in common. You just, you don't even know who they are. You've never even made a comment, or they've never done a Facebook Messenger with you. So you're like, yeah, it's not going to be a happy birthday for you. Why? Because now I want to have Michelle on my Facebook, and I want to wish her a happy birthday, and I want to engage with her because I know if I make a post, she's going to make a comment, and she's going to not only follow me, but she's going to put me as first to see. Does that make sense? Right, Michelle?
Sure.
Okay, so if you all don't mind, I have I think I understand where David's going with this, and I guess this is probably the same where I am, and I'm so grateful that you did this, Kent, because this is one of the trainings that I've been like waiting for you to do. So I'm so happy to have you here
be a
with
warrior.
us and just slamming it out. Thank you very much. I know we're all grateful. This is huge training, but I think I understand what David's saying, but I kind of want to either ask a question or reiterate on it. Either way, so what you're basically saying is this. We're going to start out with basically like a master list, right? And then we can also like group them into other groups, meaning as in like what he's saying, he would want his auctioneer purchasers or this or that or whatever in his auctioneer group, but then you can also group them into by state.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Are we understanding? Okay. So then you're like kind of hitting them twice. Like if you're shouting out to, like for his instance, auctioneers, purchasers, whatever, and then also if he's saying, hey, my auctioneer's in Hawaii, I'm coming to see you.
Mm-hmm.
He's not only going to hit the auctioneers, but he's also going to hit that second group of where they're at. Is that correct?
Yeah, you can do both of. You can, when you check who can see it, it would be those. But if he's got buyers, then
right, auctioneers in Hawaii.
Right.
Okay.
So it would be those two groups.
Okay. Thank you so much for the clarification. I love it. Thank you so much for this training, Kent.
Yeah,
we all appreciate it. We appreciate you.
Yeah, like I'm gonna actually go back. I'm gonna show you. I mean, literally, I have.
I came in late. I'm gonna have to watch the replay. I'm sorry.
If everybody thinks she should watch the replay,
yep.
I'm gonna watch the replay. I swear to God on everything. I promise y'all.
I'm only gonna bring you.
5 minutes to win it.
All right. I'm only gonna give you guys content that I know is of value. I'm not gonna just talk to be heard. I'm gonna give you content of stuff that's gonna help you. Like, I got so excited about telling you what not to do. I then just went into how to fix things on your Facebook profile, like creating lists and stuff. I know Keith is going to hate that he missed this because he's been bugging me to show him how to create lists. All right. I'm going to share my screen one more time. I'm just going to show you guys, like, look at this, like on my friends list. All right. I've got different, like New Hampshire. Look, here's the one I just did, digital footprint. Somebody from Prove It, Louisiana, New Tycoon. Look at the California Women's Conference. I went, and of course I met a lot of people that I connected with. Look at this. I even got one from my Club 8 graphics peeps. All right, these are people in Club 8 that are do graphics. I want to be able to target those people. Plus, if I can't remember, if there's like 12,000 people in a group and I'm like, oh man, who was the person that did a graphic? It's easier for me to go to my friends list, click on it, and look, I can click on it, and look, there's 5 people in that list. I can see who they all are. It's going to tell me who those people are. Look, here's da-da-da-da. These are people that do graphics. I don't have to guess. I can just go. Now I can go to Gabe and say, hey, Gabe, can you help me out with this graphic? Why? Because I know he does graphics. And he's on my friends list for graphics. Look at this. There's a Facebook Academy.
That's where my question comes in, Kent. I don't mean to interrupt you.
Who's
But
this?
see how your list is?
Yeah.
Can you delete out of that list? Like you've got C4.
Yeah.
Can you delete that folder, period?
You can delete that, or you can just go in here, see all the people that were in C4.
Talking to him.
All right. And you can remove them. You can just uncheck that right there. See? I just removed Vanessa.
Okay, but can you get rid of the folder in itself is what I mean.
Oh, yeah. Let me see here. Oh, so this, you would just click right here. There's a little toggle by each one. Do you see those?
Uh-huh.
I do. Click, and then if I click this, it'll delete that whole list.
Okay.
I mean, Facebook makes it very easy to remove stuff and add stuff. But, I mean, literally, if you're not creating lists, look, I'm still scrolling down on my list, guys. I mean, literally. I mean, I have network business, Keller Williams, Canada, UK, Australia, Mexico. As you can see, I segregate by locations. I even have one just for my family.
Yeah, go back to showing us how you get to your list. Once you've made your list, how do you get to it?
All right, so I'm going to go, let me go home. I see some comments. Is there anything I need to answer on those comments? All right, so click on your home from your profile. As you scroll down, here I have the shortcut on groups and Facebook pages that I follow all the time where I make comments. Like right here, all the things that I constantly am following. But down here where it says explore, there's groups, which shows all your groups. And then right at the bottom, friends list.
Okay.
You click on that, and now it's going to show you all the lists you have created. Now look, you can actually, from there, you can create lists before you even start putting people in those.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Does that help out?
Yep.
And literally, like, look at this. Like I have celebrity agents I work with. I need to know who these agents are. I have makeup artists. Lucasfilm. I mean, you name it. People I met at a San Diego Comic-Con party. All right. I don't care how many lists I have. At least I can say, okay, this is where they're at. Look at people I've met at Legoland. Nothing. Okay. See, I got one in there that I should probably all right, now I'm going to delete that one. I don't need it. All right. But, there's people from Belgium, where did I say? I just saw that from Belgium that were in there. Lucasfilm. I mean, some of these I could show you, but then I get in trouble because they're all celebrities and stuff. So look, I got artists, Costa Rica, Tahiti, you name it.
Walton Beach. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, Oklahoma, Mastermind. Here's some people in a mastermind in San Diego. So you want to Star Wars events. I mean, you create the list and you put the people in it. Like You could create a list, and you could put me in your list, and you could add me as crazy kooky people I know. That could be your list. I could be in that list, but you could also say people I know in San Diego, people that are trainers. Check. Kent goes into those. You see what I'm talking about? So it's all about creating a list, so that way when you're using Facebook, which is a social media tool to get the word out, you want to be able to have those lists to help you. All right, so now that I've gone way over time, that was only supposed to be a half-hour training.
We don't mind.
But you guys really engaged on this.
It was a half-hour training. It's just when we started asking questions. That's good.
Oh, okay. All right. Good. So, did that help you guys?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yay.
Would you like to have more trainings
100%.
like this?
Yes.
Yes.
I have another question.
Yeah. Okay.
Get it, girl.
Well, I was waiting to make sure nobody else was going to talk. On your lives, Kent, should you do them at the same time every day?
Just get you. No. I mean, yes and no. All right? Because like Keith, he does his every day at 10 o'clock his time. All right? When you do that, sometimes it puts you into a trap. Because like when he was in Washington, he had to do a 10 o'clock Facebook at 10 o'clock. Let's see. He does it 10 o'clock every day. Yeah. So when he's in a different time zone, he's got to figure out, oh my gosh, it's an hour behind. So he actually had to do a Facebook Live at 11 o'clock, for his 10 o'clock slot time. Or wait, did I do that right? 8 o'clock. He had to do it 8 o'clock in the morning. So we were eating breakfast real quick, and he's like, "Oh, it's almost 10 o'clock in Louisiana. I got to do it now." So by doing it the same time, it gets people, used to you doing it at the same time, which is fine. But if you're going to commit to doing it daily at the same time, and you're traveling or whatever, just be aware it can actually bite you in the butt. I personally just do them random, and that's good and bad, because then nobody really knows when you're on Facebook Live unless they've got you to follow first. And I do them random because if I do one at 9 o'clock in the morning, I might hit some people on the East Coast that are taking a lunch. But then if I do one at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the evening, now I got the West Coast. I'm hitting different people. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. For me, I'm sorry. For me, I absolutely understand the question that was being asked, because like when I met you in Homa, I remember the training that you did, and there was, some training that it makes it different for different time zones and stuff like that. But there's so many people that come on and they're like, okay, well, if you're going to post, you need to post at like 8 a.m., noon, and 5 p.m. Okay, but when we're dealing with a, first of all, we're on different coasts, and also we're reaching out and ranching across the pond and everywhere else. So I think that's probably where the question was coming in, is that, when is the best time for us to post as far as like to our audience that we're posting. So I love that you clarified that it seems like there's really not a great.
Well, when you go back and watch the replay, since you joined us late, you'll get all the information.
Dang.
Dang.
Okay.
All right. Now I'm going to ask Kristen to unmute herself, because she does a lot of Facebook Lives and was probably one of the biggest chickens out there. All right. But
yes,
somebody told her to do a Facebook Live. Was that correct, Kristen?
Yep, that was you, somebody.
Me, somebody. Okay.
You, somebody.
Yeah. And when you do your Facebook Lives, do you always do them on the same time every day?
No. It's just, Yeah,
And
it's
how
just
and
hard.
do, it is hard because you have kids and you got a life and you got things going on. But
Yeah.
do you share every day?
Yes,
And
absolutely.
do you get engagements by going live every day?
Absolutely. Yes.
See, so there is no right way to do it or wrong way to do it. You're going to get engagements whether you do it on the same time every day or sporadically through the day. You know, it's just like going live. You know, how many times do you want to go live per day? Same thing as posting. 1 minimum, up to 3 max. Because your Facebook Lives, you don't want them to topple on top of each other. I actually have to work with Mr. Vest a lot on this because he keeps wanting to post constantly. All right, it's not helping. All right, you have to allow people to regurgitate the information you just shared with them. All right.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Because I know some people probably want to get to bed.
Kent,
Yes.
it's Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer.
I just had a comment I had made a comment in the chat part that said hiding your friends lists.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to just make a comment on top of that said sometimes those things are easier to do on a laptop than on your phone. Like hiding your friends list, I could not find it on my phone at all.
Yeah, no, here's the thing is just because, all right, that's what everything's made for, is your laptop, your computer, your PC. Now understand this, that your phone and your iPad or your tablet have Facebook on there, but they don't have all the bells and whistles.
Yeah.
All right, they're apps, they're functions of that part. So Facebook works on your phone, Facebook works on your tablets, but you're not going to have all the bells and whistles that you have on your PC. Okay, and so now on blocking when you make a post on Facebook, you can make sure that certain people do not see it because you have lists. I know on my phone I can just click on the, where it says at the bottom public or not seen by, and that's where you can adjust it. So, but again, your phone and your tablets do not have all the bells and whistles. And that was a lesson I had to learn as a social media person, because I was attempting to do stuff on my tablet, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh man, where is it? I can't find it. And then I found out that not all the desktop stuff is supported on your phones and your tablets. All right. Anybody else? Jennifer, did I bore you? I just randomly call out people like that. Make sure you're listening. Samuel's got such a serious face. All right, cool. Anything else?
Nope.
Awesome. If we do a Keith's not here, so I'm going to see if we're going to do a training on Sunday. If we do, it will be done by Keith. Yep, it'll be done by Keith because I will be at a Comic-Con and I will not be able to jump on here unless I can run back to the hotel room at 6:30. So if we do a training, I'm going to make sure we post it in the chat group. Thank you guys for respecting the rules of the chat room and the chat group. Obviously, we create a group to do all this, but you know what? Who wants another group? When we're giving you the training and helping you out, and we just want to make sure it's effective. So if there are people that need to be in that Warriors chat, add them, but remember, make sure that they go back and look at the rules video first, so that they're not getting sad faces by a whole bunch of you guys. All right.
Or getting booted out.
Or getting booted out. Okay, so make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, so that way you can make sure that people get the link to the rules and everything. If there's anything that we forget, just reach out to me and Keith. We're here to support you and help you. Hopefully that was some good training, and now you're going to go out there and crush Facebook during the December time period, you're gonna everybody's going to the gun show, huh? That way. I hope you guys are updating your profiles. I hope you guys are going to create lists. I hope you guys are going to do more engagement doing Facebook Lives, right, Kristen?
Absolutely.
And I hope that you just use this information to grow your businesses over the holiday, because this is when a lot of people start to slow down. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Everybody that's here is a warrior, and warriors don't slow down. We look at the finish line and we run through it, not to it. All right. So we're going to crush December. We're going to make this freaking amazing. Charles is going to be like, what the heck just happened? And we'll be like, oh, dude, we're warriors. What are you doing? We're going to just have an awesome time. Yes, Lisa.
Birthday's December 30th, so I'm just letting you know.
So you want us to say what? Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's on the same time?
Exactly. I was born at 11:45 at night. Perfect.
Oh.
Well, my birthday was October 5th.
I wish you a happy birthday.
I know.
Lisa, you're in the perfect place in New Orleans. It's like, it's a party all the time. What are you talking about?
There you go. So
Who that house? I see the fleur-de-lis everywhere.
There you go. Awesome, guys. All right, I'm going to leave you guys. I know you guys need to go and enjoy, but I'm going to upload this to the YouTube channel so you can rewatch it if you were on late or not, and regurgitate the information, rewatch it, re-listen to some of the information. Yeah, because trust me, you're only going to remember about 10% of what I taught you tonight.
I wrote it down.
See? Note taker. Awesome. So,
I wrote it down.
All right, guys. Have an amazing evening. Enjoy
Thank
your
you,
week.
Kent.
All right, I'll talk to you guys soon.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.